From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell. The rallying cry of elbows up appears to be slowing Canadians' desire to make trips to the U.S. Statistics Canada says preliminary April figures show return U.S. trips by land and air have declined for the fourth consecutive month. Return trips by air fell nearly 20%, while land border trips dropped more than 35% from the same time a year earlier. When Prime Minister Mark Carney shuffles his cabinet tomorrow, Canada's business leaders will be looking for signs he's taking the economic crisis confronting the nation as seriously as he says. Matthew Holmes, head of policy at the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, says he's looking to see that MPs with business and international experience make it into key positions.
He has said, and these are his words, that he was elected to bring about big changes quickly. So if he's going to do that, who's demonstrated the ability to do that in the past and not get bogged down with a lot of process or kind of nitpicking. Like, we need people who are big thinkers, who are all about delivery and execution.
Experts say Carney faces difficult choices making his cabinet over whether to leave in experienced steady hands from the Trudeau government or bring inexperienced newcomers with star power behind their names into those portfolios. An automatic judicial recount is now underway in a Newfoundland riding where the Liberals had a 12-vote lead. The recount in Terra Nova, the Peninsulas, is one of four that Elections Canada ordered after last month's federal election. 3 of those recounts were automatically triggered because the winning margin was less than 1,000th of the valid votes cast in the riding. Alberta's government is freezing its industrial carbon price effective immediately at $95 per ton of emissions. Premier Daniel Smith says the move is critical to keep industry competitive and defend jobs as Canada navigates a tariff fight with the United States. But she says that doesn't mean Alberta is giving up on its goals to reduce emissions.
Now, let me be clear. Alberta remains committed to reducing emissions through the development and implementation of new technologies, not unrealistically high taxes, while responsibly powering the world for decades to come.
Environment Minister Rebecca Schultz says the freeze will be in place indefinitely. And the mother of the last living American-Israeli hostage held in Gaza is on her way to Israel after Hamas released her son. The Hamas militant group said it released Aiden Alexander today as a goodwill gesture towards the United States in an effort to revive talks on ending the war. ABC's Jordana Miller reports the American-born Israeli soldier's release after 19 months could lay the groundwork for a new ceasefire.
This is certainly going to put pressure on the Israeli Prime Minister to delay those intensified war plans that we heard about last week and move instead towards a ceasefire that could ultimately end this war.
Alexander was snatched from his military base during Hamas' cross-border attack on October 7, 2023, which set off the war in Gaza. This is the Canadian Press. In sports and the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Edmonton Oilers are home to the Vegas Golden Knights tonight for Game 4 of the second-round best-of-7. The Oilers lead the series 2-1 with the visiting team winning every game so far. Stuart Skinner will get the starting goal for Edmonton as Calvin Pickard recovers from an undisclosed injury. Elsewhere, the Carolina Hurricanes take a 2-1 lead into Game 4 of their series with the Washington Capitals. Maple Leafs forward Max Domi has avoided a suspension for his late hit from behind on Florida captain Alexander Barkov. The NHL fined Domi $5,000 after he drilled Barkov into the boards in the Panthers' 2-0 win over Toronto last night. Domi was given a 5-minute major for boarding as the hit sparked a melee in the game's dying seconds. And Bianca Andreescu's run at the Italian Open has come to an end with a 7-5, 6-1 fourth-round loss to 8-seed Qinwen Zhang of China. Andreescu's run at the WTA 1000 event included wins over 2 top 20 players. From the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.